So
like when you see someone every day.
see someone every day?
When you see someone every day, you're not going to notice the little changes that you go through, right? But if you don't see them for like a month and they've lost some weight, you'd be like, oh, I could tell, you know? So
She said that she was noticing a difference and I do not, but then again, I don't really stare at myself in the mirror.
I try not to.
Yeah.
But my family says they can tell.
It's awesome.
So,
I know my husband's been saying so.
oh yeah. That tighter butt.
But as we are leaving the gym, since we were cut off, we have not done the 23andMe. We would like to.
I think it would be interesting to find out exactly who we are.
Yes. Because as far as I know, I am 100% Greek.
And I'm everything tall, white that drinks.
And so I'm pretty confident that there's been plenty of scandals over the years of our ancestry. Not to mention the amount of wars that have happened over there and I'm sure there's been plenty of whoop.
I know I have Swedish, German, Scottish, Irish, English, French, but I also know that I'm related to Mary Queen of Scots directly, which is pretty cool.
Very
That's
cool.
where I get some of my red from. And my white skin. But I will say that I have been told that there is some tinges of Italian naughtiness in the background.
Ooh.
But who knows? We'll find out, shall we? Let's pin it. Shall we do 23andMe? Let us know in the comments
Shall
below.
we? Shall we start saving?
I think we should.
All I'm aware of is that I'm 100% Greek and that I am half Spartan and half Athenian in the Greek range. But I'm pretty confident that there's no way that I'm absolutely 100%. I'm pretty sure that if we go back far enough, somebody was scandalous, okay? Pretty confident. But yeah, the test for my allergies, on the other hand, be a good time to talk about this. So, like I said, I've struggled with my weight for a very long period. I gotta put a seatbelt on. For a very long period of time in my life. And with the guidance of a fitness instructor and a wellness coach, dietitian, all that. It didn't matter how well I was eating. It didn't matter how well I was working out. It didn't matter how often. It didn't matter the type of working out. I could not lose the weight. And no one could figure out why. And so they thought it was a thyroid issue. We went through the whole thyroid situation for many years.
Me too.
We found 5 nodules in my throat. Apparently that's totally common. Go figure. So they kept an eye on it, making sure that the nodules didn't grow and press on anything, and nothing changed for over a year. So unless I feel discomfort in any sense in my neck and or throat, for me not to worry about it. So left that alone. I started to lose my hair when I turned 12. I started to thin out, and my mom had me tested many times over and over again. Eventually, it got to the point where they were pulling out actual samples from my scalp. So they pulled skin and hair, and they went to go have it tested, and they decided that it was hereditary and that I just had both genes of, on my mom's side was thinning and my dad's side was balding, and that they said that by the time I was in my 30s, I would lose all my hair. Did happen. I did lose all my hair.
Yep.
And I accepted it. I was just like, okay, this is what it is.
You're a beautiful bald woman.
I am a beautiful bald woman.
You're a
I
beautiful
have
bald
a very
woman.
nice shapes, you know.
She has a beautiful head.
I do. It was quite nice. I honestly consider going back to a buzz cut, but yeah, my mom was like, no, there's got to be other ways around it. So we ended up going to a homeopathic doctor, who stopped focusing on my hair and started focusing on my weight, and decided, hey, let's do an allergy test and see that maybe if you just are inflamed. Couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do the poking and the prodding and doing the shots. It felt like it was too invasive. It's too much of a shock on the body. And I just felt like it was just unnecessary to find out that way. So I ended up finding a company called allergietest.co, not com, co. And it's a branch up in the UK that does testing through your hair follicles. Now, it doesn't have to come from your head. If you don't have any on your head, which I didn't at the time anyway, it can come from your legs, your armpits, wherever you can find it.
Your naughty bits.
Your naughty bits. Your beard if you have one. And you're only supposed to pull out 8 strands of hair that has the root attached to it, and you send it in, and it gets sent to the Dallas location if you're in the United States, which then gets held there until there's enough accumulation, and then they send the whole batch to the UK. 2 weeks later, you get your results, and you find out what you're intolerant to and allergic to. So this long list of allergies that I've had, that I eat a lot of, mind you, and it was all healthy stuff. Peaches.
Yep.
It's
Mushrooms.
corn, peanuts. Well, no. Haha, I thought I was allergic to peanuts this whole time. I'm allergic to American peanuts. So American peanuts.
And American wheat.
And, well, the wheat's in a whole other subject. So American peanuts have all been contaminated with mold. I'm allergic to all types of mold.
Where the mushrooms come in.
So we decided to do a test, and we got Ghanaian peanuts ordered in, and I tried them, 0 reaction. American peanuts, hives everywhere. Not good. But I am allergic to almonds, I found out, which I was just like, darn it. Yeah, because I love almonds. And wheat, I'm not allergic to wheat. I'm allergic to the pesticide that's attached to the wheat that most countries do. It's not just the US. So I have to be cautious to where I get my flour. So specifically if I'm here in the US eating, I have to be gluten-free, and I have to be careful of gluten-free because I'm also allergic to almonds. Almonds tends to be the base for gluten-free products. So there you go. But I pulled all this out of my system, right? I did the AIP diet to help detox my body naturally. And then I pulled the rest of the allergens out of my system. I stopped eating all that.
Her hair came back.
My hair came back.
She started losing weight. She started feeling better.
I'm not bald anymore. So my hair started growing back. It's still very thin, but compared to
Beautiful.
bald, this is quite impressive.
Beautiful.
And I dropped 20 pounds in a month. So a lot of loose skin.
We're tightening up.
We're tightening up.
Right
We're
now.
toning. But I'm losing weight. So it was just allergies this whole time. It's hereditary. It's a thyroid issue. All these tests that I did.
Poking, prodding, blood, hair. But you figured it out. And now
All
your
it was
beautiful hair's
food.
coming back.
It was just what I was putting into my body. It's crazy. So if you're out there and you sound like you've had issues with either not being able to lose weight or not being able to add weight to you, because I know that there's the opposite effect as well.
Yeah.
Try allergietest.co. And no, they did not pay me. They're not sponsoring me in any way.
Although we'd like them to.
We would. Would you like to sponsor us? But
it's worth it.
It's
Take
worth
the time.
it.
Pay
It's
the
worth
money.
it. And
Find out.
it's cheaper if you do in the family plan, because then you can.
It's like 40 something if you do it in a group of 4.
It depends. Sometimes they do specials. For me, for the 4 people, it was $56 for each of us.
Right.
But $56 is so much better than $120
Right.
for the single person. But they match you against 300 food items and 300 non-food items. So, and then they give you this wide range of, options of what you're allergic to. On top of that, they tell you what you're lacking so that you know what you need to eat more of or take multivitamins, that sort. And then, yes, I'm also allergic to Lycra, which is spandex, elastin, polyester, rayon, all that fun stuff. And I'm 100% allergic to that. So it explains why I've been so itchy most of my life, and I just sort of deal with it. So I've definitely been slowly moving all of my clothing into 100% cotton and bamboo and silks, all that natural fun stuff. It's harder to find clothes like that, I've realized,
that fit right.
that
and
fit
feel
right
good.
in my body type. You know, most of the women that are the models of showing that are these very thin, beautiful women that make it look good, and then you try it on and it's like, whoa,
So if any of our viewers
no,
out there,
that does not work.
any of our viewers out there know of any companies that make for full-figured women 100% pure cotton, silk, or
That doesn't have
bamboo
elastin or spandex
or linen
on the sides holding things together, mind you.
If you could give us a heads up, because I kind of want to start switching to cotton myself. It helps you breathe, helps wick smells and sweats away from you. It's healthier for your skin. It's more comfortable if you live in a hot environment like we do, San Diego. Hello.
Woo!
So, hey, let us know in the comments below.